Okay. We're going to attempt this again. So, really quickly here before I get started, for those who are tuning in after this is live stream to look at the VOD, the reason why this is broke up into two parts is because the first time when I had it going, my GPU encountered an issue with Substance Painter, and right as this error occurred, it actually corrupted one of the layer files. So every single time that I attempted to paint the next portion or switch back to the body layer and make any kind of edits, the program would continuously crash. I could not figure out what the problem was, so fearing that I would have to completely repaint everything, I went back and I removed all unnecessary layers and then painted them one by one, rather than having the entirety of the file open. And I was able to thankfully save it, but the downside being that obviously I lost all of the recording footage and the live stream footage of me painting the second part of this avatar. So the second one just kind of appears. But hopefully from watching the first portion, you'll get the drift of what happened, and we can kind of move forward from there as I set up all the Unity stuff. So, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. It happened. The best we can do is just move forward and try to ignore the stupidity that is GPU issues. So, for those who join the stream again, welcome back. Thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and just go right into all the glorious Unity work before my brain goes, and we have to struggle again, so. Okay. Let's just do this again. Thankfully, I was able to save it, but it's frustrating that I lost all that progress for stream, so that people watching it later on aren't gonna, unfortunately, see everything, but. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, the first thing I need to do is I need to rename some files. So I think for the first one here, we have both, right? Yes, okay. So I just need to look at the FX controller, which is this in here. Parameters, menu. Oh yeah, it's a sub-menu, that's right. I forgot. Clothing submenu. So now I'm gonna put this as Momento all suit and Momento should I do two, or is the casual Mori? Oh geez, I don't remember. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I think just to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna delete them and redo them just so I don't mess it up. Let me just remove these real quick. I'm glad you enjoy my stuff, however, I've never done animations, so I think you might have me slightly confused for someone else. Or if you mean my 3D stuff, they're not animations. It's VR with, like, body tracking. Okay, and just let me nuke all of these animation files because I want to make absolutely sure that I have everything. So, yeah, we're just gonna do that. And actually, before I do the toggles for those, I think I'm going to untick that. There we go. Turn that back on. And go to my materials folder because I'm going to nuke pretty much all of these and redo them. So let's just go ahead and make those all go bye-bye. And then Poyomi. Shading. Realistic. No, not shade map, you dingus. Reflections and specular. And it's doing the thing again, so I have to change it to opaque, and then I have to change it to transparent again for some reason, because I don't know why it does that, but it do. Okay, let me see. I'm just gonna disable the suit until I can see the rest of the body. So create, material. I'm gonna call this body. And then change all my shaders, because I like them to be cleaner. Whoops, and that's the Patreon stuff. We don't want that. We want the tune. And realistic. There we go. Okay, now that I can see what I'm doing, I'm going to create a folder and call it emissions. And then I just have to clean up some of these other files in here, because I don't need all these. Don't want the eyes, so that can go. Don't want any of these, so they can all go. And then I'm going to redo the optimized shader folder so that whole thing can just go. No, you're fine. Don't worry. Like, they do kind of look like animations, so, like, I'll give you that. But, yeah, they're not animations. They're just 3D tracking software. Also, I can stand to scoot my VTuber over a little because it's kind of not tracking my face properly. So let me just relocate over here. Also, I tipped my camera at some point. There we go. There we go. Okay. Back to Unity, which is still loading, so I have to wait. Hey, it's cool. I want to try Nomad Sculpt at some point. It looks really fun and really cool, but definitely a challenge to navigate for somebody who unfortunately does not possess a iPad. Come on, Unity. I know you're taking your sweet time to go through and remove the old folder that doesn't need to be there anymore. Do 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 do. There we go. Oakley dokley. I need to open where all my textures go. Momento-Mori. And let's start with Memento. Memento. Antlers. Memento roughness. Oop, I forgot to label Memento antler roughness. Memento body. And actually, let me move my tablet out of my way so that I can see what I'm doing here. Okay, let me see. Make the entire screen your character's face? What, do you mean like the VTuber? Also, she's still off-center, you little stink butt. Get out of there. There we go. Now I fixed her. My wing kept, like, clipping out of frame, and I was like, why is it doing that? My favorite, like, snack or something is usually whatever is quickest and easiest to do. I don't like to take too much time to make things because I'm frankly kind of lazy when it comes to making food. Here, let me rotate myself too so that I'm more centered for you. There we go. That's better. I do indeed. You can find all my commission information in the description down below. Okay, so this is Memento Body Roughness. Memento Fluff. Oh no, that's custom hair. That's right. That one's different. Custom hair. Body normals. I gotta make sure I label these properly, because there's a lot of textures. And then we have Memento Eyes. Eye Emission. Roughness. Fluff. Misk. And that's suit 1, so that's Memento suit 1 emission. Memento suit, whoops, spelled that wrong. Suit 1 metallic. Memento suit 1 roughness. Memento suit 2. Metallic. Oh my gosh, so many textures. Why can't it just name these automatically? Okay, there we go. There's all of them. Alright, now we drag and we drop. And then we wait for Unity to process that I just dragged in a bunch of textures. You are more than welcome to do fan art. I always appreciate that. You can @ me in it and I'll check it out. And if you want me to be able to keep a piece of it forever, please email it to me, because then I'll put it in my folder with all of my other little goodies where I can keep and save them. Okay, now we label the next ones. Mori antlers. Roughness. Mori body. Body normals. Roughness. Custom hair. Mori eyes. Eye emission. Roughness. Fluff. More of this roughness. Mori suit 1. Mori suit 1 emissive. It did not. I thought the suit 1 had the emissive. Or is it the suit 2? It might be suit 2. Let me look at this real quick. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm actually missing a texture. Give me 1 second to export that. That was my bad. I forgot that I changed the position of it. Come on. Open Momento-Mori. Oh, I forgot. I actually nuked that so it wouldn't crash. That's right. That's okay. We can fix it. We can fix it. I just have to do a thing. Mori suit 1 metallic. Suit 1 roughness. Okay, I'm gonna change the song because that's kind of funky, so. Oh, wait a second. Give me this one. I heard the first 2 seconds of that one and I was like, wait a second. I recognize that one. That one's gotten me copyright strike before. Okay. Mori suit 2. Mori suit 2 metallic. Mori suit 2 normals. Mori suit 2 roughness. Okay. I just have to open Fire Alpaca real quick. And grab this one in here. And then I just have to select the labeled part, of which I'm actually missing a portion. I'll just fill that in real quick. Minor technical difficulty, but thankfully not bad. Select the inverse, and then just make a simple black mask, so only the letters will glow. And save. There we go. I have not released the dance thingy yet. I still have to finish that. It's on my list of things to do. Okay, now that I have all those textures labeled, I'm going to do the first part. So let's find the body. I need to zoom out, maybe? No? Zoom in? Okay, that's fine, Unity. Just don't show me what I need. I guess that's okay. Also, I just realized I didn't convert these to 4K real quick, so let me do that. You may have to repost it. I was, like, super distracted with trying to rename all of the files and then fix a missing emission layer. I want to angle this so I can see what I'm doing. No, I'm not gonna follow you back. Sorry. To put it as descriptive and straightforward as I can, I don't do follow for follow, and I don't just follow random people for several reasons. One, follow for follow is awful for the algorithm, so it will completely break all suggested apps and all suggested videos that you have for other people, which means your content gets pushed less to the For You page. It's also a very artificial way of growing engagement and follower count. It's very, very frowned upon and extremely dangerous for an adult, i.e. me, to be following a minor. Probably you. Just gonna assume by the fact that you play Warrior Cat's Unlimited or whatever it is. And the other main issue with following people back is I follow people whose content I enjoy and whose content I respect. I know nothing of your content, so I would have no reason to follow you back. That's the big thing that I can stress. So it's nothing against you personally, it's just all those reasons combined. That's why I don't follow back people, unless I know exactly who they are and I like and respect their content. Excuse me, I can't speak. So I hope that makes sense to ya. Alright, let's see. I need to figure out which of these is what I need. I think it's this one? Yes, good. I appreciate you understanding. And it is totally okay to not have any content. That's totally fine. I'm gonna go 0.9. Let's go 0.2 and 0.1. Or 0.5, yeah. I think 0.5 looks better. The body doesn't have any emissions, so I should not need anything else in that. So that means this and this can now get put into the mask layer. The body can go into the textures. And the normals can go into the normals folder. Very nice. And then I'm just going to duplicate this. And I should probably name these. You rename. Antlers. You Inigo. This one's really easy, straightforward, so that should be super quick. I love Utah Raptor. That's my favorite of all the raptor breeds that exist. I like them very much. Merge. There we go. You and you go into the mask. You go into the texture. Duplicate, and we're going to call you Momento Custom Hair. Drag you in there. Thank you for the follow. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having simple character designs. I feel like too many people think you have to have a crazy, complicated, or detailed character. You don't. Whatever makes you happy is the kind of character design that you should be going for. Okay. And that is good there. That's fine, that's fine. All those are good. So I can put the texture in there, put the roughness map in there. And then I'm going to duplicate this and call this Fluff. Thank you for the follow. I'm just going to put that in there. Since thankfully these are all the same roughness textures, I can just duplicate them, which saves me a lot of time. Okay, eyes. This one I have to drag in manually, because otherwise it'll never find it. Put none. Then let me see them peepers. So I know I have to change the roughness and spec maps. The work do be going good. Also, Golden, you may want to do more research into cultural appropriation, because I would not recommend using that creature, just so you're aware. Because it's more than just creature, it's culturally significant. And then emission is this one, goes here. We're gonna crank that. Let's do 0.8, I think. Yeah, 8 looks good. Texture, go in there. Maps go in there, and emissions go in there. Very good. Let's duplicate another one. Make this the misc layer, and this is what goes onto this stuff. And I do know I have to change my spec maps here, which I believe is this one. Yes, correct. And I don't believe any of those had glowy bits. They do not. Okay. So all of these go into the mask layer. What was this one? Suit. Okay. So these are for the suit. So I'm going to take all of these and I'm going to put them into this folder. Or, I mean, you could put them into the different one. That's not where I wanted them to go, but alright. And then let me turn on the suit. Rename. Memento Suit 1. Rename. Memento Suit 2. And these are the wrong version of Poyomi, so I need to update them. It's gonna make it go kind of funky for a minute. I don't think I've ever designed a ferret. Also, Golden, you may want to do more research, like I said, because it's not just a Scully. And I can definitely tell that you're a minor and you have not been told that it's not okay, so. We're all here to help educate you, hopefully. And this is the wrong one. What is this? Suit 2? Memento Suit 2 Roughness. Had the wrong one. And this has none, so we're just gonna leave it as is. Double check and make sure it looks okay. And then go down to shading and make sure that this is correct. It is not. But that's okay. I can adjust this. That's part of the matte cap, so that's fine. That can stay there. The matte cap is for the buttons, I believe. Oh, let me stretch for a second. To be honest, motivation for me is more so like I have to pick what I'm going to work on and then just work on it. Like I just have to stick to it and not be messing around too much. That's hopefully the best way I can put it, because it's difficult to explain. Like, you have to be your own boss and you have to kind of keep your own self motivated and keep yourself working. Let me turn up the metallic on that. Okay. I think I need to mess with this layer data a little bit. That's for the buttons, which is fine. That's the overmat cap, which is fine. Why are you so shiny? You should not be that shiny. Oh, you know what? It's the reflection tint. There we go. I was like, that should not be nearly as shiny as that is. Let me turn on my emission. And emission map goes in there. Then we flip him over and take a look at his back and make sure. Good, good, good. Okay, so that should be everything on that suit. Put the texture in the texture folder, and then make another folder for the new masks, and I'm just going to put all of those in there. Now we do the second one, which gets you, and this has a different normal map, so that gets there. Shading, become realistic. So I have a very, very strong opinion about AI art, and it is that I do not like it one little bit. I think that it is art theft. I think that it is stealing from artists. And I think that if people continue to use it and abuse it the way that they have been, it is going to be the death of art as we know it, and people are no longer going to commission artists. Okay, I think that is all of them, because there shouldn't be anything on the other one, which I don't see, so I think we're good. Okay, I'm going to duplicate these, and then rename them. Whoops, hit the wrong key. There we go. Rename. And I forgot the one on the end of that. Okay, so this should be as simple as just flipping the textures and everything, and then it should just go automatically once I grab these. Put all those in there. It's going to take a second to load. Well, I'm going to strongly disagree with you, and I would kindly ask that if you wish to engage with that creature and you wish to do art or characters of them or whatever, then you can take it outside of my stream, please, and away from my page, because I have no interest in promoting any kind of cultural appropriation ever again in my life. And I will stand firm by that. Okay, I'm pretty sure the roughness data should be the same, but I'm going to double check it anyway. Yes, it is the same. Okay, so I only need to import the main one, and then the emission is the only other layer. So I don't need these. Number 2 is this one. And down to the emission is this one. And I believe I set that to 0.8. Oh yeah, that's right. I have to change the other one. I forgot about that. Because there should not be an emission on this one, because this one doesn't have the numbers on that jacket. Also, what on earth am I listening to? Thank you. Oh, that's a very loud one, though. Let me turn that down a little bit. Trying to avoid copyright if I can help it, but... Eesh. Alright, let's see. I need to do the body textures now, which are in here. So if I take all of these and duplicate these, I just need to rename them is all. So it should be Mori. Make sure that's the right one. Yep. Okay. Mori. 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 So many individual materials. And Mori. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think I need 2 of them, because I'm going to do these one by one. So the roughness and everything should be exactly the same, so I think all I have to do is import these, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so if that's the case, I should only just have to grab the primary textures. And the emission file is going to be different for that one. Fluff. And misc. So that should be everything, I think. Yes. Doodly-doodly-doo. I am making a commission that was paid for of a character that is themed after the Unus Annus Memento-Mori thing. But I'm doing something special with it that the client asked for, which is that it's technically 2 avatars in one because their designs are very similar to each other. So I'm going to be making a material and character swap so they can choose to swap between the 2 skins in-game, so they can either be Memento or Mori in-game. But in order to do that, I have to set up all these individual files. Body, and I don't think the body had any emissions. It does not. Custom hair. Okay, the eyes are indeed different, so I have to make sure I replace their emission file. The fluff is different. Let's swap that. And then the misc should be the last one. Okay, save. Oh, gosh. It's definitely a lot of work, but I feel like it's going to be worth it in the end. Alrighty, rooty. Now that I've got that going, I need to do this. So I guess first, let me duplicate. Because you never, ever, ever, ever animate on the main avatar. That's number one absolute no-no. Okay, so the bow tie. We're actually going to, oh, not that. Tie, that's what I wanted. Because I believe they both just have the bow tie. I don't see a tie on them. No, I don't see one. Okay, so it looks like it's just the one. So actually, let me make sure I remove that from that one too. And then I need to open my animations. Okay, so we're going to call this Momento Suit. Let's start with the off because I want it by default. Okay. So we want all of these to toggle off like that. Copy. Make that one. That should be all I have to do, I think. Yeah. So it should just be the one. And then we create a new one. Momento suit on. Toggle it back on. So that should be all I need for that for the time being, I think. Yes. I'm going to create a new clip, and we're going to call this Mori Active. Okay. Here's where stuff is going to get crazy, because I'm going to essentially have to do the opposite of this for switching back for the other toggle. Thank you very much. I like to put a whole lot of effort into my models. As for how many I do in a day, depends. The more work I have to do, the harder it is to finish it. Thank you for the follow. Alrighty. So first things first, we need to switch the gender of the character. Where is it? Aha. So we swap to female all. And then I can collapse this for a second. Go into project. I need, where is materials? so let's do antlers first. Mori antlers goes in there. And then I'll do custom hair next. Where is it? Custom hair goes in there. And then Mori body. Mori eyes. Mori fluff. And Mori misc. There's also a sixth element in there, and I'm not sure what that sixth element is for. Okay, so that should be all of the toggles to turn her active. So we duplicate these, and we go to 1 second in the animation and make sure that it is exactly 1. And then all of my materials, which are this one, this one, this one, and that one. Should be all of those. Both tangents linear. I think. Is it both tangents linear? No, it's not. I think it's just like that. I'm pretty sure. Let me find out. I'm gonna test it. Granted, I don't have anything active yet, so I can't test it yet, but... I need you and you parameters. I'm going to add the first one, which is going to be called Mori active. Make a menu. Yeah. So we'll call this Mori. Make it a toggle. Go into the FX. All the things you have to do in order to activate things. You. Mori. Active. Set the weight to 1. Oh, I forgot to make the second animation. That's oakley dokley. I should be able to just duplicate this and then rename it Mori inactive. Let's see. So inactive is that one. Should just be able to have it highlighted. And I do not. Okay.
Fine, you can be like that if you're gonna be like that.
What if I copy all? Will it let me copy all and then make another one and call it Mori inactive? Will you let me paste all of them? You will? I mean, technically, not supposed to do that, but because I'm supposed to do the opposite. Yeah, I'll just do it manually. Because I feel like if I do it the other way, I'm gonna almost screw it up. Do it the way you know how to do it. Don't try to do something else and be all intelligent. Because that's when I break animations and then I get stuck. Mori custom hair. Hey, get out of there. Mori body. Mori eyes. Mori fluff. Mori misk. Okay, and then we will just do it backwards. So the female all gets turned back to 0. Technically, I should only have to make one of these toggles if I do this correctly. I'm just not very smart. And I'm overcomplicating the process. Fluff. Misk. Custom hair. And antlers. Okay, so I should just have to copy all of these and make that one frame long so that the transition is smooth. Now I just gotta undo all the things. Yeah, I think I'm overcomplicating it. I think that's my problem. Because we're going to have Memento as the default. And then it'll be able to swap between Memento and Mori. Yeah, that would make far more sense and be a lot less ridiculous. I'm going to set up, like, so many different things that I did not need to set up. Okay, so let me go back here to the parameters. I'm going to redo this, and I'm going to call it... I'm going to call it swap. And then call it Momento-Mori. Toggle. Change that. And then grab the FX controller. Delete that. Make a new bool and call it swap. And then we're going to call it Momento-Mori. Okay, so now if I've got this correct, I should have to just drag in this one and this one. Make transition. As exit time should be 0. Condition swap true. As exit time condition swap false. Well, if you're bored, then go have fun. Okay. Let me see. Meaning to ask you to collaborate with other makers. I've collaborated with other makers before with mixed results. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's less okay. It really just depends on whom I'm trying to collaborate with. Okay, I've lost my train of thought here. What am I doing? Well, first of all, these should be in there. And you can go in there. Okay, Mori suit on. Like that. Okay. So bow tie, yes. Dress shirt, yes, I think. Maybe. Let me double check the ref real quick. Not that. Where is it? Fire alpaca references. Let me look at Mori real quick. Yes, okay. Dress shirt, slacks, and then I think it's waistcoat. Yes, good. Now I go to Bubba-da-boo, Polycrow, suit, Mori suit 2. The slacks are under suit 1. The dress shirt is suit 2. And the bow tie is suit 2. Let me double check and make sure those are all swapped. Yes, good. Copy. Make that 1 second long. Create new clip. Mori suit off. I just gotta manually redrag these in here. Just to make absolutely sure I'm doing this correct and I don't screw it up. And then we record. Oh, we do not record. I missed one thing. Actually, I think I missed multiple things. I did. Okay. Let me go back to Mori suit on. Because I missed a couple things, I think. Yes, I did. I forgot to slide the blend shapes. You delete all those keyframes. I got a console error for what? Not a supported float type. That's fine. Okay. What do you mean type is not a supported float type? What's your attitude problem? You're fine. You're just being angry. Mori suit off. Okay, let me remember to do this. I totally forgot to slide the blend shapes. I'm probably gonna have to mess with that again, but we'll find out. How much static electricity a fursuit makes? Depends on a lot of things. Depends on the material it's made of, as well as the climate of where you are located. Okay, so we toggle that off. Toggle that back to 0 and then off. Toggle that back to 0 and then off. That stays. Back to 0 and then off. And then I have to drag all the textures back in there to make sure they stay. Memento Suit 2. And Memento Suit 2. That. Let me check the console again. Okay, I'm only getting that one console error, so I might have to redo the suit animation. So I definitely did something wrong, and that's why it's kind of freaking out. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, that should be number 2, actually. Dress shirt is number 2. Slacks are number 1. Suit jacket is number 1, not number 2. And waist should be number 2. Here we go. What are you talking about? Type is not a supported float type. I'm not even doing floats. You weirdo. Yeah, because that's a boolean. So shush. So I need 2 more bools. We're going to call this Mori suit and Momento suit because they have to change their blend shapes. Let me double check and see what you said if you responded. Joints tearing into the fur? Do you mean in a suit or in the model? Because as far as the model goes, I'm going to be adjusting all of the stuff so that it like hides it when the suit is active. The armature's paired, so it should be fine. I'll test it when I get in-game and make sure that if anything is wrong... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. If anything is wrong, I will fix it. Okay, we need 2 new ones, and we're going to call this Mori suit. And Momento suit. Animator. Bool. Mori suit. Bool. Momento suit. Give me that. Okay, Mori suit. Always start in the off position. As a good time is known. False. Make another layer. Momento. Exit time off. Condition true. Exit time off. False. And then we untick loop time on all these. Oh yeah, where is the Mori ones? There we go. Forgot to tick loop time on those. Okay, if I've done everything correct, it should be done. Should, keyword. So we are going to find out by going into play mode. Let's see. You get over there. Okay, now let's see. Where is my thing? Right here. So it should be this, I think? No. Trying to remember how to do this. In test mode. I feel like there was a way to do it in test mode, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Why does it not do the thing? Oh, I know why. Duh. Because I still have the FX controller in there, so it's trying to play all the animations. There we go. Okay. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Alright, so Momento-Mori. By sliding this to 1, this should activate. Why does it not let me test? That should be allowing me to slide that. Why do you not? I swear, ever since Unity changed how their stuff... Oh, because it's not playing an animation controller. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, game object null is missing. I'm aware it's missing. Okay. See, when you have errors in the console, you just clear it, and you tell it to shush, and that's how we fix it. Let me see if this popped up. Let's see. Work is going decent at the moment. Let's see. Also, why are we listening to, like, Christmas music right now? What is this? Non-copyright sound is playing just all the shenanigans it physically can right now. Oh my god, please. Okay, let's see if we have any errors. I see no errors, so that's something. 17 materials are currently unlocked. Yeah, I know. Oh my god. Unity, please. Okay, I don't know if you're just asking the question wrong, but do I commission kimono partials? I assume you're trying to ask me if I sell kimono-inspired suits as commissions. And if that is the question that you're attempting to ask, yes, I do. However, all commissions are currently closed, and I strongly advise reading my terms of service on my website because I do not sell to minors. And I have a very, very strong suspicion that you are, in fact, a minor. It's not that I'm dissing the Christmas music, it's just that if it plays on stream and any of the auto detection things go, that sounds an awful lot like copyright, then they'll come in and they'll take all of my earnings from the video, and I need earnings to pay bills, so I'm trying to avoid any kind of potential copyright that I physically can with these streams. It just means listening to the most ridiculous and bizarre rando music that's like slightly non-copyright. Absolutely not. Here we go. I've consumed the last of my drink. Come on, Unity. Do your thing. Load faster. Come on, come on, come on. Takes so long to compile after, like, the first time of a launch for an avatar. Plus, I haven't optimized anything yet, so it's definitely going to take its sweet time. I think with all the material swapping, though, this might not be Quest compatible, but I'm still going to try to make it Quest functional if I physically can. I feel like I'm going to have to rebuild the animations if I do. Oh my god, please. Just load faster. There it goes, finally. It's finalizing the compiler. We'll just leave that blank for the time being. And then upload the asset bundle so I can test it and make sure everything works in-game, because sometimes it'll work fine in Unity, and then when you get in-game, it just goes and it don't work, so that's how it do be. We'll figure it out. No, Golden. That's not the song that I have already picked out for this. I had to pick something that was related to Unus Annus, and I think I have to absolutely do the only fitting song for it, which was their outro for everything ending. And that's gonna have to be the only song that I use. Plus, I'm trying to avoid whatever song is trending, because trending songs are not always good, and I strongly advise you listen to the lyrics of things before you utilize them. Because I did take a look at your TikTok page while I was waiting for things to load, and you've used a couple audios that you maybe need to listen to a little closer. Depends entirely on several factors. 1, your budget. 2, what kind of setup that you physically have. Because if you don't have a pretty decently strong PC, I would recommend just going with a Quest 2. Quest 2 is a wonderful thing for needing like that short, quick use of VR. It comes at the limitation of you not being able to visit all the worlds or see all the pretty avatars and shaders, but you can always airlink into a PC in the future when you get stronger hardware. It's also the more cheap and affordable route, whereas if you get what I have, which is the Valve Index, mine is significantly more expensive. In order to get the full system with the base stations and everything, you're gonna need closer to like $1,600, which is a lot. So it's much more affordable to shoot for a Quest 2 rather than use something big like this. And there it goes, that loaded. Okay. So now that this has loaded, what we are going to do is come down here, hide Unity, and I can put that screen away as well. And then, hopefully, if my computer doesn't scream at me, I'm going to launch VR chat in desktop mode so that I can test the toggles and make sure it works. I assume frogs are like a thing that you have and not like you killed an actual animal, I hope. Oh yeah, glass. It might be glass. Oh my god, VR chat, why you gotta be so loud? You're so loud. The age-old loading sound. A stress toy. Okay. Whew. Well, I'm sorry that you broke your toy. That's no fun. But I'm glad it wasn't a real frog. I was really worried there for a second that that was gonna be a real frog you broke. Let me see if I can find a thing here. Window capture. Let's add a source for VR chat. It's gonna take up my whole screen for a second. Just give me a moment. Hold on. I'm working on it. It's all whited out because it's like, hey, what are you doing? You didn't open your stream correctly. I'm like, I know. Don't tell me how to live my life. I know what I'm doing. Okay, now I should be able to select this. And hopefully, it loads in. Did it not? It did not. Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see why it didn't load. Why did you not load? I will figure this out. Because I want you all to be able to see as I'm testing things. Ah, duh, that's why. I captured the wrong source. Yeah, duh. Capture specific window. Wow, thanks. It's amazing how functioning things are when you actually do them correctly, right? I just gotta scooch this down into where it's supposed to go. So it's not blocking all my pretty stuff. Usually I don't stream games from this window, so it's like trying to reorganize everything. Okay, there we go. Now y'all can see. As you see my massive list of avatars I have here. Where is Momento-Mori? Change into avatar. Now we go over here. Go fast, go fast. Now we wait for it to load so I can test the toggles. Frog fursuit be neat. I'd seen a couple people do them. There it goes, it loaded. Well, the textures are working, so that's something. Let me make sure the Visemes. Ba 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 ba. Okay. Visemes are still working. Let's test the things. Mori. Wow, look at that. It actually did the thing. It swapped to the Mori skin. Very nice, very nice. Now I should be able to... Is it under here? No, it's under here. Clothing. Mori suit. The answer is no. It did not. The Memento suit works, but the Mori suit does not. So I have to test that one and see what I did wrong. We'll go back to Memento. And let me test. Yep, so that one works. Okay, so it's just something with the Mori suit. That's the only problem. I just have to fix that. No problem. I can do that. I'm going to put my little guy into AFK mode here. then we're going to switch back over to this. So let me turn this off and turn this back on, and then we take a look and see, what did I do wrong? Because I clearly did something wrong. Clothing, Mori suit. I'm just going to delete these animations. Mori suit. You, delete, get out of there. I should be able to leave all the parameters and stuff, because I think it's just the animations that I have to fix. Oh, you need your FX controller. Get in there. Okay, create new clip. Mori suit on. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see. Yeah, YouTube does not like multi-windows. It gets very angry when I try to do that, but that's fine. Okay, let's try this again. Record. So we want bow tie on. Correct. And we want to material swap it as well. So I'm going to make sure. What are you? Suit 2. So you, go to you. Make sure that's still good. Still looks good. Okay. Dress shirt. Enable, and then slide the female toggle. And that is suit 2. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I know what the problem is. I think I know exactly what the problem is. I think it's the shaders. I think it's the material swapping that's doing it. No, that wouldn't make any sense because it's supposed to swap from the base standard. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'll figure it out. Okay, so we got the dress shirt. Dress shirt has the right thing. Slacks, enable. Turn on female. And that is Mori suit 1. Suit jacket. No, waistcoat. Turn the female blend shapes to 100. And that is number 2. Okay. That should be the correct animation. What do you mean? What do you mean type is not a float value? Why are you being stinky? Something with the float values. That's the problem. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try something else. Because clearly I'm doing something wrong. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna redo the animations because I have a better idea of how to do this. Just delete them all. Get out of here. All of you. Shoo. And we're gonna go back here. Take me to my parameters. We're just gonna delete both of these and start fresh. Okay, the toggles are fine, they can stay. You. Suit. So we'll call it suit. I'm trying to think how to do this. We'll just do suit on. Or suit. Yeah, we'll just call it suit. And then I need 2 more. One is going to be suit Mori. And one will be suit Momento. Is that spelled right? Momento? Yeah. No, Memento. Okay, and then we go under... Let me clear that error so I don't lose my marbles here. Submenus, clothing. Delete. Delete. Okay, let's try this again. Suit. Toggle. It's just going to add a 3rd parameter instead of only having 2, but that's fine. And then add 2 more, and one is going to be Momento, suit, you, toggle, and Mori, suit, toggle. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, let's do this again. You create suit on save. It's more than being stinky, it's like it's just being awful. Trying to think. Use big brain hours. Big brains. Okay. Turn on all of these parts. Like that. This is the animation that is going to activate the suit. So it is now active. Now we create a new one, and we call it suit off. And we toggle off. I'm gonna laugh if this ends up being like exactly what I was doing the first time. And my brain is just stinky. Okay. Now we're gonna do Mori suit. Active. I know I see that float value thing, but I think it's because I unticked multiple things at once, and that's what made it angry. Okay, so... No, that can't be that. That has to be... Let me manually click all these. I swear, if it ends up just being this, I'm gonna be so upset with myself. Oh, whoops. Helps if I hit record first, doesn't it? Okay, let me see. Bow tie, dress shirt, slacks, and then just the waistcoat. And then it has to material swap. So it's you. you. It's you. And it's you. Okay, moment of truth. No float value issues? No float value issues. And there's the float value. I really hope that's not what's causing the issue. I've done material swapping before. Why is it having an attitude problem now? Ugh, I'm so confused. I guess I'll try to do this one more time, and if it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna probably end the stream so that I can troubleshoot with a friend of mine who will know a lot more than I will. Because this is frustrating, to say the least. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let me see. Alright, you. Mori suit. Inactive. Let's do this again. The bow tie. Oh, the dress shirt didn't do the thing, but that's okay. Let me see. Yeah, that's supposed to be like that. And then I should just have to drag all the individual materials back into their correct spots. I did put Memento in there, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay. One dress shirt is 2. And bow tie is 2. Take these, duplicate it so it's 1 frame. Okay, I'm just gonna try to test one of them. Just gotta drag all the stuff back. You get in there. You get in there. And then all of you toggle off. No FX. Parameters. Bool. I think I called it Mori suit, didn't I? Let me double check. Oh, suit Mori. Has to be identical or they won't work. One. Whoop, zoomed out. That's not what I wanted to do. Mori suit. You make transition. You make transition. Exit time is 0. Exit time is 0. And that should be false. We're going to leave those ticked and see if that makes a difference. Let me build and publish, and then we will try again. Let me swap to a different avatar real quick so that I can wait till that buffers. Unity doing Unity things. Black Labyrinth? I can't say that I have. Oh, japers. Okay, Unity's doing Unity things. Come on. You can do it. Upload and test. And we'll see what happens, because if it doesn't work for this one, then I'm just gonna have to say beans to it, and I'll have to end the stream so that I can talk to a friend of mine who knows more about material swapping. Because toggles I can generally do. It's just material swapping that's a pain in the butt. Oh, Labyrinth the movie? Yes. I know every song by heart. I actually went into theaters to watch that movie for the anniversary of it with my mom, sister, and my aunt, and we got the whole theater singing all the songs. It's definitely one of my all-time favorite David Bowie films. Okay, we have launched again. So I'm going to attempt this one more time. Where are you at? There you are. Go. Load. Can't say that I have. I'd have to go and check that out later. Do. Come on, you can do it. There it goes. Okay. Please, for the love of all that's holy, I beg of you. Okay, your skin swapping still works. Like, it's doing good there. That functions. So let's put Mori on. And then, please, I beg of you, suit toggle. And now the suit toggle doesn't work. Really? Really? Oh my god, I hate Unity. I mean, it's trying to do a thing, but it's also really not sure what it's doing, so... But it's wearing the skin! It's wearing the right skin! Like... It's changing really weirdly. I'm watching the skin change completely. Why are you like this? I don't know. I don't heckin' know. Ugh. Okay. Alright, let me exit out of that. No, because I tried having both selected and it didn't work. I don't know. I'll have to talk to one of my friends and ask them what, like, how do I do this, because they'll have better information than I will. It's just frustrating. Because I feel like there's such an easier way to do this than what it's creating. And it should just be able to be two singular toggles. Mori suit on and Mori suit off. That should be it. That should all it has to do. There should not need to be two of them that are taking up all these excess parameters that I don't need. But I have to figure out what the problem is and why this is being a problem, so... Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to end the stream here so that I can get into a Discord call with them and have them explain to me what I'm doing wrong. I'm definitely not a Unity wizard. It's probably something really simple, like I'm missing a tick box, or there's supposed to be like an int parameter or something that I'm just missing, but whatever the case may be, I'll figure it out and I'll get it fixed, and as soon as it's fixed, which will probably be in like literally a couple of hours, I'll get this avatar updated, uploaded, and then I might do the showcase for Embers and for this one so that I can just have two of them done at once, because that's enough that I can justify putting on all my VR gear. Okay, well, before I get any more discouraged and defeated by Unity, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. So, thank y'all for watching. If you made it through part 1 and part 2, you're a trooper. Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed seeing the creative aspects of it, and maybe you got some entertainment value out of seeing the struggling aspects of it, so it's something. Okay. Oy. Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up, so thank y'all for joining. I hope you have a good one. Bye!